This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys, let's get start. Today we are going to talking about UI actions. First of all, you would like to know what is UI action and where it is working and how we can write the code in on like a behind the UI action and how the UI actions are executing. Okay, so what is UI action? UI actions define the button or hyperlinks or list menus and form context menus and list choices. So anything you can consider it's a UI action. So when you want to perform some operation, if you click on the button, some code will be executed behind it and perform the action. And when you want to providing better user interface to customer, that moment we can create UI actions. So UI actions must be contain some code behind it. And when I click on that button, that code will get executed and perform the action. Who will create your actions in ServiceNow? ServiceNow administrator or developers can create your actions in the platform. So when developers develop some scripts in automate your business logic, we try to automate how the logic is triggered. If logic should run when a record is created or it is a set of condition is met. I use a business rule to automatically execute a script. That is a different case. But your actions are get executing when you click on that button or hyperlink, some code will be executed. Okay, so now I'm going to show how to create or configure new UI action. So when you created a new UI action, okay, those UI actions are displaying on like a respective place where that may be form button or form context menu and list link and list button, list bottom button, context menus, and are different places. Almost we can place your action into different places in the ServiceNow platform. Okay, so delete is one UI action, resolve is also UI action, update also UI action, and go to form context menu. This is also one UI action, and so this show SLA timeline, repair SLA. These two also UI actions. How these UI actions are working? When you click on that button, automatically execute some code behind it and perform the action. For example, when you want to resolve the incident, no need to change the state value manually. So when you click on that resolve button, that code will get executing and perform the action. And similarly, these all are related links, hyperlinks. When you click on that hyperlinks, some code will execute and perform the action. These all are different UI actions. Even bar chart, by chart, like a pie chart, group by color, these all also UI actions. Okay, basically UI actions are the server side. So UI actions are running from server side by default. If you want to run client side, yes, you can be able to run in client side also. Practically, I can show how you can run the UI access in the client side. So what are the code snippets we have to use in client side? Okay, now let's start working with so UI actions one by one. Okay, first of all, navigate it to incident form and click on create new. Okay, see this is about my form, right? Okay, now let me fulfill all mandatory fields and select short description also. Now I want to submit this form. How you can submit this form?
Hello.
Sorry guys, the last internet connection. Connection has been re-established. Okay, so these all are your actions. Now let me fulfill mandatory fields and select short description as well and submit. When we submitted this form, automatically the data will be saved and close the record also. But here we need to understand when we click on that button, what happened? The data is saved and close the form as well. So some code I have written in the background of the button. So when we click on that button, some code will be executed behind it, perform the action. For example, I'm going to updating this like a record. Just I have changed contact type value and now I want to update it. So when I click on that update button, what happened? The data will be updated on the record. Okay, so some UI actions already implemented by default in the platform. If you want to create a new UI action according to business requirement, we can create. Okay, first of all, let me create one UI action. How you can create UI action? Navigate it to UI actions under system UI. Click on UI actions. You can see all UI actions over here. List of UI actions you can see over here. Almost we have 1821. 1821 UI actions already created for all the tables, not only for specific table. If you want to open only incident table UI actions, like you can search with your table. So almost they have created 23 UI actions on the incident table. How many UI actions? 23 UI actions. Okay. So now I'm going to create one more UI action on incident table. Just click on new UI actions and provide the name of your UI action. The action name you can provide. My new new UI action. It's the name of UI action. This UI action I'm going to create on which table? That specific table we have to select. And what is the importance of order number? If you already created n number of UI actions on the same table, those UI actions are need to be displayed otherwise. For example, I have only one UI action. Let us assume I have only one UI action in this table, like this one, right? UI action table, submit. Now I'm going to creating one more UI action. This UI action I want to display which place, that may be first place or second place or third place, right? If you want to display the first place, we can define the 100. If you want to display the second place, we can define the 100, 200. Okay, and meanwhile, we can provide that UI action internal name. This is UI action internal name. So new UI action. Okay, you can pass any name. And what about show insert? What about show update? We can discuss more on that. Okay, and this UI action I want to display where form button. One second, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to creating one new UI action. This UI action need to be populate on where that control we have to select. Now I'm creating one new UI action, that is a new UI action name, its name, and this UI action I want to display like a form button and click on submit and navigate it to incident table, click on create new. Now you are able to see UI action on my form header. See submit, result, and new UI action. Okay, let me open my UI action once again. Directly configure and UI actions. Open your UI action. Click on updated, sort it. Latest UI action, it will come top. And this UI action I want to display. Actually, this UI action is displaying like a last, right? Now I want to take this UI action in first place on the form. And let me open this one again. If you want to make any changes in UI action, we can do it directly. Meanwhile, we can open the another tab, duplicate. Navigate to incident table, click on create new. Yes. Earlier, my UI action is showing last time, right? But now it's showing a new like a UI action. So in case this UI action you want to display the first place, you can change the order number. Okay, that is the importance of order number over here. In case if you provide that order number 5, sorry, not update, just you can save and stay on the same form, and you can create new, and this UI action will be displaying that I think it's a fixed one. Okay, reload the form. Okay, so this is the UI action. Okay, so when you click on that UI action, what happened, guys? This moment nothing happened because I did not write any single line of code into it. Just I have created a UI action. That's it. I didn't write any code into my UI action. Okay, when I click on this one, what happened? Nothing happened. So unable to find UI action with the name on the table incident. Okay, so I didn't write any code, right? Now, so this UI action I want to display the form. In case if you want to display the other places, these all are UI actions. Okay, and go to all and list menu, right? List context menu. This is also UI action. Go to context menu. These all are UI actions, and go to list bottom button. These all are UI actions, and list link. If you open any existing record, like there we can see some links, right? Here also we can see the UI action. So now let me open my same UI action. Navigate to UI actions and click on UI actions and open UI action. And this moment I'm going to enable all the checkboxes, all the controls. So form context menu, form link, list banner button, list bottom button, list context menu, list choices, and click on update. Okay, and go to here and incident. So this is called list like a form button. And if you go to open any existing record, open any existing record, it is called form link, and the list choices where it is, just wait, go to all, list context menu, where it is, I think it's not saved properly, save it, this reaction has been saved, and go to create new. Yes, I can see this button, and go to form context menu. Okay, go to all and open any record. Go to form context menu. This form context menu. Okay, where we can see like a new UI action. It's not displaying. Wait, some actions are not enabled. UI actions, once again, open it and open my UI action. Okay, and enable this one also. Save it. and go to incident, click on create new. I have enabled all the checkboxes. This is form button, right? This is form button. And go to form context menu. Here we can see new UI action. This is called form context menu. If you open any existing record, just let me open any existing record. Form button, form context menu, form context menu, new UI action. Scroll down. Here also you can be able to see new UI action and go to list view. Okay, see form button, form context menu, form link. Now go to list banner button. This is called list banner button. And if you enable list bottom button, where we can see the list bottom button, it's list bottom button. And if you enable like list choices, these all are list choices. Here we can see new UI action and finally list link also. So when you want to show that UI action like a list link as a list link is called list link, new UI action. Okay, and now, so when you want to create one UI action, that UI action I want to show for all the applications or all the tables. How can you take it? How can you create new UI action? See, navigate it to UI actions and click on UI actions and create new UI action. Open new UI action. Create new one, not old one. Create new UI action. It is the most important question in interview also. That is, I want to create one UI action. That UI action I want to show for all the tables. Like that UI action name is Srinivas. And here, don't select any specific table. When you want to show this UI action for all the tables, there we have to set the table name called global. It's very, very important question. And you can provide the name of your UI action, like a Srinivas action, the name of your UI action. So this UI action I want to show for all the tables on form button. Okay, submit it and you can check, okay, all the applications. You can navigate it to incident table and here we can see that UI action is like a Srinivas. If you go to problem also, so what is the use of the global UI action? So when you want to create same kind of UI action for all the tables, no need to create each table manually. So when you create that UI action, that can be used to all the tables. See Srinivas UI action, and you can open that change management application, other application also. Guys, up to now, any questions? Any questions? And now let me deactivate these two UI actions not required. Deactivate these two UI actions. Okay, this is the way how to create UI actions and where we can display as per the client requirement. Okay, these two UI actions are I have deactivated as per the client requirement. So when you don't want to use these UI actions on the form, just you can deactivate it. Don't delete any UI action. Okay, in case if you want to use same UI action later point of your time, you can be able to use it. This moment, if you don't want to use that UI action, just you can deactivate it. Okay, but maybe in future you will be able to use it. Okay, now I'm going to working with different exercises with UI actions. Okay, so coming to exercise number 1, there should be a button on incident form. Assign the ticket to current login user. Current login user. Example, go to list view. Go to list view. And suppose for already he want assign the ticket himself. How they can assign the ticket himself? Record number, record number 8001. So Fradlady won't assign the ticket himself directly. Right click on that record and click on assign to me. Assign to me also one UI action. So when you click on that UI action, automatically some code will be executed behind it, perform the action. So that record number 8001 has been assigned to Fradlady. And when you click on it, where we can check that record is assigned or not, go to assign to me. Here we can check record number 8001 has been assigned to current login user. So now three records are assigned, right? And again, this person go to all tickets, and the same person is trying to assign one more ticket. Record number 9001 also is trying to assign. And when we click on that assign to me, assign to me is one UI action. When you click on that UI action, automatically the ticket should be assigned to current login user. If you go to assign to me once again, then we can see 9011 also. Okay, assign to me module, like assign to me, like UI action is already created. First of all, you need to understand the existing UI action. Go to UI action, just need to understand what is the code they have written on which table. The table you can select instant. Where is that UI action? Assign to me. Let me open assign to me module. Assign to me UI action. Okay, so they have written some lines of code, right? So current dot assign to equal to just dot get user ID and then current dot update. So these remaining messages I don't want display not required. Okay, so now I'm going to creating one more assign to me. So first of all, this assign to me module you can like this assign to me UI action you can deactivate. Go to here, assign to me module you can deactivate. This is displaying where list context menu, right? Now you can delete this one. And let me check in incident table. Go to all module and this current login user try to assign one ticket to himself. Right click on okay. So why you're able to see that assign to me module? It's a global or you can delete this one also, not required. And check instant table. Assign to me module, assign to me like a your action has been deleted. But why still you are able to see it? Instant go to all, reload the browser, go to all. Why distance still guys? Anyway, no problem. So now I'm going to creating one more UI action. The requirement is so when current login user he want to assign the ticket himself directly from list view, they can click on that button. Automatically the ticket should be assigned to current login user. That information where we can see assign to me module. So assign to me is the module. So where we can see the details, what are the tickets are assigned to current login user. Okay, how can you create your action? Okay, open any table where you want to create your action. Right click on form header, go to configure and your actions and create new UI action and assign to me module. I think so. Click on the delete. Let me check once again. I have deleted that UI action. Instant table. Go to all. Still we are able to see. No problem. Now I'm going to creating one more UI action. Assign to me. It's the name of your action and where you are going to creating this UI action on which table. That table we have to select. That's table incident table. So action name is assigned to me. Okay. This UI action where you want to display list context menu. I have selected list context menu checkbox. In case if you want to display any other places, you can be able to display the other places also according to your business requirement. And what about active? So when you want to like run this UI action on the form, so that UI action should be always in active state. Okay. And what about show insight and show update? This UI action I want to display only like update the record, not inserting. So while inserting, so I don't want like show this like a UI action. This UI action should be displayed to only update state, because so when we can assign the ticket after created, right? After created incident ticket, then only we can assign the ticket. That's why we have disabled so show insert. This two action I want display only update. And then like write the code. So what is the code we are written? First of all, we need to handle current dot assign to. Current dot assign to nothing but current record. So which is assigned to whom? And now GS start. How to get the current login user is GS start get user ID. So first of all, this write method will be execute. GS start get user ID will be get current login user ID and set it to assign to. Then we can update the record. Current dot update dot update, and then you can save it and go to here and all. Okay, so right click on any record and assign to me. So this person try to assign one ticket directly from list view. How they can assign? So right click on that any record which one they want to assign and click on record number 600601, right? Just wait. This current login user try to assign record number 10019. Right click and click on assign to me. When you click on that assign to me, immediately our code will be executed behind it and perform the action. So now you want to check it out. As go to assign to me, that record is assigned or not. Yes, record is 10019 has been assigned. Now six tickets are assigned to him. Okay, now he's trying to assign one more ticket, like record number 7001, or else like record number 8112, and assign to me. Currently logged user assign the ticket 8112 also. Clear guys, this is about your action. So based on your requirement, we have to get the your action, and then we have to write the some code. Okay, when you click on that button, that may be link or button, some code will be executed behind it, perform the action. So what action I have performed here? And assign the ticket to current login user. Clear guys? Clear? Any questions up to now? Any questions? Any
No,
questions,
sir.
guys? No. Now I am going to creating your action. Basically, your action will be executing on the server side. Server side means nothing but, so when you click on this like action nothing but a button or link. When you click on this button, automatically that ticket will be assigned to the person. So how it is assigning? I have written some code. So when you click on this button, that code will be executed, perform the action. Now, so this is executing from server side. Now I'm going to changing my requirement. So go to create new. Okay, when customer they want to assign the ticket to himself directly from the form view. Form view nothing but say UI and side. By default, your action will be executing from server side. But if you want to run the client side also, you can be able to run it. But code will be different. Okay, suppose I want to create one more UI action on form view. The UI action name is assigned to me. When customer click on this assign to me button, automatically this record will be assigned to current login user, which is running from server client side. How to achieve it? And configure and go to like a form UI action, configure and UI action. How you can run UI action in the client side? You can create one more UI action. UI action name is assigned to me. Table is incident, pass next order number, assigned to me. And this UI action I want to run only client side. And when you want to display it, suppose in this moment I have selected show insert and show update. So when customer can create, when customer can assign the ticket after created, right? So while inserting, I don't want display. In case if you enable both boxes, just you can notice what happened. And this UI action I want to display form button. That's why enable form button checkbox and write the code here. So when you want to run UI action on the client side, so first of all we have to enable the checkbox like a client, and I want to show all the like a V2 V3 compatible list. So when you enable the checkbox client, automatically enable one like a on click checkbox, on click field. Okay, this on click field we can't see by default. See, if you disable this one, we can't see. So when you enable client, so then only it can be showing that on click. Okay, so when you want to run your action on the client side, first of all, you should enable client checkbox. Then immediately showing enable one field called on click. The client side function we have to define first in the like a on click function, that is called auto assignment. So auto assignment is the function. The function should be like following by the parenthesis, and the entire function you can call over here. This is my function, directly we can call here. Okay, so what is the function? So what this function does basically, so first of all, I want to get that variable user equal to like g underscore user dot user ID. Current user ID will be get it. How to get current login user in client side? C g underscore user dot get user ID. So user value can store into here. And so then I want to set that value. So this user value can set into assign to. And meanwhile, I want to update the work notes also. Like this is assigning to me. Then after, so we have to save it and then save this UI action. This UI action I want to run in client side. Okay, go to create new. Okay, so while creating new incident ticket, that moment also we are able to see assigned to me. When we can assign the ticket after created incident ticket or problem, right? So this incident is not created till, but why one showing this assigned to me? Okay, that's why this assigned to me module, I don't want display while inserting. Okay, how can you achieve it? Just you can disable it and save the your action record. Once again, navigated incident form, you can reload it. Now you are unable to see this your action assigned to me. Assigned to me, we can see when the record is like created. For example, customer is creating one incident ticket and save it. Once you save the ticket, right? Mean nothing but updating. So while updating this ticket, then only we can see assigned to me. So when the current login user want to assign the ticket himself directly from form view, so when you click on this one, record number 113. So when you click on that assign to me, like a record, what happened? That record is assigned to current login user, where we can check it out and go to incident table and assign to me. The record number 133 also assigned to the person. So what is the code we have written? How can you get the current login user? Like a variable name equal to g underscore user. But when you want to get the current login user ID in server side, gs dot get user ID. In client side, g underscore user dot user ID. So user ID will be fetch it and store into the variable. So then we can set it to user value to assign to. When you click on that button, immediately this code will be executed behind it, perform the action. And so g underscore form dot set value. So immediately that record also being updated. And see, meanwhile, once the record is updated, when customer click on this button, automatically this record is assigned to Fred ID and current login user. Then workloads also updated, such as assigning to me. This record is like assigned to me, workloads. Okay, and saved it. After click on this button, I want to save the record. Okay, guys, up to now, any questions? We have so many exercises in your actions remaining, we can discuss on tomorrow. So many examples. Okay guys, I'm going to wind up class today. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow also we have class. Thanks for your time.